Welcome, welcome. This is Brother Speak. Um, I'm on my way to the mechanic, do some touch up, get an oil change, some touch up on the car. I'm going to be traveling in the end of the month, going to New Boston for work. So I figured this time I'm going to drive my car instead of riding in a van. So it's only like 4.5 hours away, so I'm going to drive my car. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this whole thing, this obsession with Kevin Samuel, and also this whole thing, this whole obsession with interracial dating, doing it the most, and why people are doing it, and it's just like at this point, people gonna move on from this. I don't know, but anyway, first thing, this obsession with Kevin Samuels. I mean, I've seen so many people obsess over this guy, and it's like you're drawing attention to this guy more than I don't think he deserves for something he's been doing forever. Oh, he talked down to the black woman. Oh, she's talking. He's making her look bad. Oh, he's an enemy to black people. It's like, okay. There are a lot of things are way worse than this guy. I don't understand this whole obsession with this guy. All of a sudden, we're just looking at this guy as he's the be all end all of problems with the black women. I'm like, he's a small problem of a bigger problem that black women have. Um, so I don't get why we're so focused on this guy, but it's just weird. So focused on him, but we're not focused on the men that do praise black women, that talk great about black women, don't big them up. No, we're focused on Kevin Samuels and how he's allegedly talking down to black women. For me, it's just like I don't get that part. Why we're so focused on him, but hey, it's it's just live stream after live stream, podcast after podcast about this particular guy. Well, you got a lot of more offenders who have done way worse to black women image, but they get a pass. But Kevin Samuels, oh, he's the worst thing for black women ever. Seriously, this this guy. I mean, then the question goes to why a lot of if this dude is supposedly some of these women been saying, well, he look gay, he might be gay. Okay, again, why are y'all going over to a gay man, a supposed gay man, trying to get advice on how to get high value men? I'm like, I don't get that part. Why still talking about it? Why are they still going over there? It makes no sense. But he's getting views, so I guess that's the real reason. Because, like I said, 2 years ago, he wasn't getting all his views. Nobody cared. He's just a gay dude. Who cares? Now all of a sudden, the numbers go up. Now everybody on him. Everybody's obsessed with him. They making live stream after live stream about him, and it's like for me, I don't see the big deal. It's just some dude with a nice suit, older man, looks great for his age. He's just telling you his opinion on how to get a high value man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know why there's so big obsession with him. I'm neutral on the thing. I mean, I'm very neutral on it. Is he doing any better or any worse than what the media has done to black women? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Where's the smoke for that? But you got smoke for this guy. Okay, well, if you got that much smoke, go talk to the media. How they painted black women. Let's talk to Tyler Perry how he painted black women. Let's talk to Lee Daniels how he painted black women. Um, who else? Um, the women that run those reality TV shows, how they portray black women. Let's talk about Issa Rae and how she portrayed black women. I mean, if we're gonna get on Kevin Samuels' ass, there's a whole bunch of people who's done way worse than what Kevin Samuels has done and continue to do even to this day. But we still support him. I mean, look at the show Empire. That didn't paint black women in a good light. Tajiri, however you say her name, Henson, that didn't portray black women in a good light. I don't see the smoke for her, but for Kevin Samuels, we got smoke for. I don't know what we're doing here. This 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 obsession with this guy, live stream after live stream about this guy, and I'm like, it's just crazy to me. And this is not like what he's saying is particularly harmful. You know, let's just look at it realistically. If you're coming from a guy who's got money like that, he's gonna go for the prettiest woman. And that's just the way it is. So weight is gonna be important. What how many kids do you have? Your weight gonna be important. Your looks gonna be important. Because especially if he's a high value man, appearance does matter. And that's just the way it is. And if you're not that particular type, you're gonna be left in the curb. So I mean, I'm not saying that what he's saying is wrong, or and it also is more than just looks. You have to have an attitude that is going to be supportive to that particular person's lifestyle. So I mean, he's just trying to let him know up front. Yeah, it's harsh, but guess what? When you're dealing with appearances, it's going to be harsh. That's just the way it is. And let's deal with people's sexual desires. People are harsh when they talk about their sexual desires. I mean, that's just the way it is. Sexual desires don't come with logic. It's what they are attracted to, and you're not what they're attracted to. Guess what? They're gonna kick you to the curb. Then you add the image factor. Um, it's gonna be harsh. You might not like it, but it is what it is. But this whole obsession with Kevin Samuels, the way he said to this black woman, and I'm like, dude, I've heard worse than what he has done. I've heard some dudes talk to a woman like a dog. I've seen my brother do that. Talk to a woman like a dog. She just stood there and took it. Now again, that came back to bite him, but that's what he did. This stuff is nothing new. I've seen women talk to dudes like a dog. They ain't just stood there and took it. No, I don't. So what Kevin Samuels, I don't see the problem. I don't see where this smoke. Why we have this smoke for this guy, but we don't have that same smoke for the media. We don't have the same smoke for movies, books, all that different stuff. Where's the smoke for that? But I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. This is probably gonna be the last time I'm gonna talk about it just on my own. I mean, somebody asked me about it on the panel, I probably will say something, but other than that, I'm not gonna talk about it. I think it's another factor. Just to me, it's another factor. It's we're putting more on it than what it needs to be, and I think that if you stop putting more emphasis on it and actually focus on the real issues why our women feel the way they do, tackle the media, and start having this fake outrage for a certain dude instead of having the outrage towards the actual problem, we'll probably be doing better off. But that's just me and my thinking. So the other thing that I want to discuss is interracial dating, which kind of goes to the image. I don't really particularly care about interracial dating. I don't have that race loyalty to black people that other people tend to talk about. And I don't, and to be honest with you, very few black people have that race loyalty. Probably back in the past they had it because at the end of the day, dealing with other racial people, in particularly white people, could get you killed. There was a fear there. It's not there anymore. You got a lot of rebellious white men and white women who want to rebel against their white people, so they'll date you. So the problem that I see with the interracial dating is that people are interracially dating just to say that this person ain't black. This person is not a black man. This person is not a black woman. And they're not choosing the person based on their character. It's just they white. So they're getting in the worst relationships than they will ever win with their own people. They get into these friendships with these people that could be worse than being in with black people. But here's the problem because black people, we know we've been done dirty by black people. We've been done dirty by our own people so much that, hey, they go over to the white side. It can't be any worse. You know, I've heard certain people like Max say, well, you're safe with your own people. Maybe back then, but not now. Not in 2020. You're going to be done wrong quicker by your own people than anybody. And it's sad that you got to watch out for all other race of people and your own people. Because we got so many broken people in our group. You know, and I always keep hearing, well, black women are the most race loyal. No, black women are most loyal to their desires. They ain't race loyal. Sorry to break that to you, because if you truly were race loyal, you're going to not date the worst of the worst. You know, especially now if you're young, kind of different. But then again, that goes into that's why I said they're not race loyal. If you race loyal is you're not gonna just date any fool, any goofball. You're gonna date the best person for you. Fortunately, a lot of females tend to date who they're attracted to, and usually they're attracted to black men. That's who they're attracted to. So that race loyalty part, I don't believe that. So that race loyalty part, I tend not to believe because you dating who's around you and you're dating your desires. And to be honest, I don't think anybody's really black people are truly race loyal because we don't have a culture that inspires loyalty to the race. We don't have a culture for that. That culture died away. We probably had it back in the 60s and 70s, but that was because we didn't have a choice. You couldn't really branch off, date other races, in particularly white people. So that whole race loyalty was really just because, well, you ain't got nobody. So I don't believe in that race loyalty part. I just think that people are attracted to their desires, and that's just the way it is. And when people get hurt, they tend to those desires kind of change, not necessarily for the better. Anyway, let me get going because I'm at the mechanic. Y'all have a good one.